Oh my, oh my, going live again. Figured I would do a good maybe 40 minutes, 30, 40 minutes live stream today to talk about, as you can see, the title, of course, shilling. Why? Why are these people shilling? Why it's bad? Why you shouldn't do it? Of course, you would think that this type of thing would be obvious that you shouldn't be shilling for a communist regime, but some people are not that smart, right? I think the main thing, of course, let's talk about why are these losers shilling for the Chinese government, the CCP, and why am I wearing headphones? I can't hear myself, anyways. But why are they shilling? Why are they shilling for the CCP? Well, I think the obvious thing is that it's personal gain, right? Personal gain. I don't see anybody out there that is shilling that communism is like some kind of superior system. Maybe this is China Jerry, but not the sharpest tool in the shed, right? So maybe he's one of them, perhaps. Maybe. I'm still not sure. But as far as the rest of these people, do they think that like communism is like a better system and that they're not shilling? And the answer is no, right? Especially when you look at people like Guilo 60, someone that has like said horrible shit about China and Chinese people and the way that the system works there, in his drunken rants, basically. People like Guilo 60 are in it for themselves. They're in it for the money, right? And they're in it for the money and the support of a government. They think that like and it does work, and that's part of the reason that they do it, is that people like Guilo 60, he thinks, oh well, I'm going to make some easy money. I'm just going to get drunk and ride my scooter and pretty much say all the good shit about China that the CCP wants me to say, and it's going to support me. It's going to support my channel, right? That's part of the reason they're doing it. That's why they're doing it. It's very obvious that people, like Nathan Rich, of course, making videos, he doesn't fact check any of his videos. Like, and not only does he not fact check, like he purposely takes things out of context. He purposely takes shocking titles of videos, and takes them out of context and just, kind of like throws them out there and does no real research into any subject that he's talking about, which, is very easy when you have like liberal media in America that is just dying to, just give the CCP a blowjob, just hand jobbing the CCP all over the New York Times, right? And it's so easy for them, right, to just pick a shocking article, a shocking title, and say, well, it's true, it's evidence. And that's something that I talk about in my video about Nathan Rich. And if you haven't seen it, go see it. Go check it out. About his Newsweek article, where he talks about how Hong Kong people, want to be controlled by a communist regime, right? Which is freaking insanity, right? Nobody wants to be controlled by a communist regime. So it's again, why are they shilling? Because someone like Nathan Rich actually makes a lot of money. Even though his audience is very poor, it's people that are just like, oh, Nathan, you're so handsome. You're so handsome, Nathan Rich. You handsome man. You're beautiful. Those people still like give him money on WeChat and places like that. And it's a lot of money, right? Like when people give me money, because my channel is so small, I'm very thankful, very thankful. And I appreciate it, because I feel like we're doing the right thing, and you're supporting the right thing, a voice of but Nathan Rich makes a lot of money, right, to make up lies, to say things that he knows are wrong on purpose, right? And you just have so many of these guys, and they've kind of figured out the formula of Shilling, right? They have found out that what the Chinese government wants you to say is so obvious, it's so easy, it's so, like it's just so easily figured out, right? They literally put it like CGTN in English, and they're like, "Hey, retards, this is what we want you to talk about." And because these guys speak like little to no Chinese, of course, all they can actually read for news is like the state-run media, which of course always prepares propaganda for foreigners to see. And so when they copy that, they realize that that's the source of information. That's what we have to be talking about to gather support, right? And for those people, my viewers that are following me for the shill videos and the shills, you'll notice basically this I Chongqing thing that's been going on, and they're in denial about how I Chongqing is not a government. It's not part of the government. And it's like, yet it is. Like, it is, you retards. Yes, it is. And it's just so obvious, right? It's just so dishonest. And they're getting like free flights and places taken around and given free food and stuff. And pretty much any foreigner that's lived in China and made videos has had that offer before. But these guys are just they're in it for themselves, right? They're in it for themselves, completely. And to me, that's wrong. Like, if you're going to make pro-China videos are about food and culture and people and things. They're not like where like you get on an airplane and go to a disaster area and tell everyone that it's amazing there when like it's not. Like that's not being pro-China. That's not. It's like when coronavirus first broke out, like going there and telling everyone that it's such a beautiful city during that time is like, you probably shouldn't do that. It's just a little pathetic. The other thing I think that a lot of people, I don't want to say a lot, that some of these guys is they don't realize that they're supporting the government indirectly, right? And this is one of the reasons that I left China, was because I realized that as long as I lived, I worked, I purchased Chinese goods, paid taxes in China, that I was supporting this government and the things that they do, because they would of course take my tax dollars away from Chinese people and Chinese businesses, which they have control over anyways, and they would of course spend this money in ways that I wouldn't approve of, and of course they do that in America. They take your tax dollars and they spend it on things that you might not approve of. But it's to the extreme, right? In China, and again, you're indirectly supporting a government that is, doing these things, and that's part of the reason that you shouldn't shill, because even if you're trying to be positive and you're trying to do a good thing, you're trying to show how beautiful China is, when the government's like forcing you, well, not forcing you, but paying your way and sending you to these places, quite obviously they have a reason. Right, they have a reason. Like, why aren't they sending people to Kunming? When is Daniel Dumbro gonna take his Kunming trip? Of course he's in Tibet, or goes to Tibet or whatever. It's like, why are they going to these places that are always like under fire, right? Why are all these people like, oh, we're going to Xinjiang, and then they like walk around Xinjiang and they're like, see, there's no re-education camps here. It's like, yeah, because they don't put the re-education camps right in the middle of shopping centers. It's just obvious shilling. It's just so obvious, right? And a lot of these people are unaware that like they're actually doing the dirty work for the CCP, right? And I think some of those people are very aware, and some are kind of stupid. To be fair, I think like Jia Yo, I don't think he's a bad guy, but I think he's kind of foolish, kind of naive. I believe that about people like Barrett too. I think Barrett does it for the money, but I also think he's quite naive, anyways. And again, the other thing is that CCP, like, they don't they don't care about you, especially as a foreigner, right? They don't care about you. They they realize that, like, if something bad happens, you're the first to go. Like, you know, as a foreigner, like, you're lower than the Uyghur at that point. You're like, they don't want you, they don't need you, because it largely boils down to, like, race and things like that too. The way that they look at you as a foreigner in many ways is you're a lawai, you're an outsider, right? And they see you as an outsider, and you always be an outsider, and you'll never be accepted for anything more. And that's fine, but the way that you will be treated if something bad happens is quite it's going to be quite bad. And again, America, we did that too. We put Japanese people in camps, and we realized that it was a horrible, stupid thing. And yet today we know China still does it today, right? So China has had this history. People have had this history to learn and to look at and to work with and say, hey, we're going to do things differently. But that's the problem with CCP is they're so forceful, and they won't do things differently, right? They think that they're always right, and that what they're doing is the correct thing to do, because they're focused on stability of their own party. So if you're a shill and you're going out of your way to say things that are somehow supporting this agenda of the Chinese government, what you're actually doing is you're supporting re-education camps. You're supporting these fights that they're having with India and Japan and all of these other border disputes. You're literally financially, and even though it may seem small and insignificant, do you want to have like a small and insignificant piece of keeping someone in a prison just based upon their religion? Like, I don't even want a penny of my money to go towards that. And I think one of the main things is that they look at it and they say, well, what's the harm? What's the harm in it? There's no harm in it, right? Because I'm just flying to Chongqing, or I'm just flying here or there, and they don't see the harm in it. But what they don't realize is that they're supporting corruption, right? You're supporting horrible things, and I think it's just a horrible thing to go around places like Xinjiang and tell people that, oh, there's no camps here, there's no security here, oh, it's not bad here, it's all this stuff, right? Because you're telling everyone what the government wants you to say. They want you to, oh, China is so safe, it's so amazingly safe, until you get like some horrible food poisoning, or you get hit by a car because like traffic is horrendous there, or whatever, right? They never tell you about the safety issues that they do have in China that are very different than the West, right? So it's just like, why are you shilling? Do you not realize how dangerous shilling actually is, right? Shilling is actually very dangerous because you're supporting a regime of people that are quite powerful, that control their people, And the other thing that I always think is really funny is how embarrassing it is. Like, when you watch these guys that are shilling in their videos, and they're like, wow, this is amazing. They're like, wow, this bus, and I'm like, yeah, it's a bus. And they're like, this bus is amazing. And I'm like, it's just a bus, Sometimes I wonder, like, where did these people come from? Did they come from like the countryside in America or the UK where they don't have buses? It's like, what is wrong with these people? If you acted that way in like the Western world, like, it would just be completely embarrassing. As much as people hate Fox News and CNN, could you guys like imagine like even Fox News like picking me up and putting me on television and be like, hey, Prime in China, tell us what you think about I don't know, China. And I would just be like, yeah, guys, I don't like China. This stuff happened in China. Like, could you imagine them putting me on screen? It would be so embarrassing. They would never do that, right? Why is the CCP pushing for these like random people over the internet, these random like white faces to help push their propaganda. Like, just imagine how low that is. It would be like going on the street, finding some random guy and be like, "Hey, bro, you want to be on TV?" And then CNN being like, "Okay, now tell everyone that basically you don't like Donald Trump and you're an Obama supporter and you're going to vote Joe Biden." Like, it would be insanity. They would never waste their time doing that. They would just never do that. It would be so low. But like, the CCP is like picking up people from YouTube and supporting them, and they have YouTube blocked in China. It's just how cringe and horrible. It's just how cringe and how horrible propaganda is. It's just so embarrassing to think that they're picking up these people, from YouTube and like trying to use them as like travel agent videos. It's just so embarrassing, and I really wonder, like, why is the government doing this? Why has no one like watched a video and been like, "Hey, who's this Daniel Dumbro guy, and why is he on television?" Right? And holy shit, so many people calling me. And the same thing for Nathan Rich. Why are they not like, "Hey, who's this Nathan Rich guy, and why is he on television in China? Like, what did he do?" And they're like, "Oh, he's some CTO of this company, but not really, because he lied about it." It's like, how does this happen? How does this happen? How do they not like know more about? Why do they not have like more qualified foreigners? It's like they're picking up Jerry. They're like, "Let's send him to Chongqing," and like he hardly speaks English. It's like, what is going on here? Why are they picking up such embarrassing people to do videos for them? But yeah, no, it's just so crazy. Just so crazy. Let me look at some comments. Some comments, guys. I'm gonna check out my comments. Oh my gosh. Oh, what? Jayo sucks she balls. This guy. Dude, you are like a dedicated guy to this channel. I don't like, where are you from? Like, that's the thing. Like, if anyone in the chat, like, if you can kind of type where you're from, just so I know where you're from, like, that would kind of be interesting. But yeah, Jayo, let's see. You said why they are losers. Yeah, like, seriously, like, it's pretty embarrassing to do that. I don't mind overly positive videos about China, but why the need to slam the US, UK, Canada in every video, says MB. Yes, MB, that is so true. Like, here's the thing, especially me as an American. Like, as an American, America takes like the brunt of the shilling like 90% of the time. Because, like, let me be honest, no disrespect to Canadians, but like, no one gives an F about Canada, right? Unless it's Huawei Mengwenjo. That's the only thing they care about, because that's the propaganda. Like, people, they don't care about the UK, right? They always want to go after America. They're always like, "Yeah, America," and of course they do go after Canada and these other countries too, but it's not nearly as much. And it's like, you can make positive videos about China without being anti-America, just like you can, make positive videos about China, right? And not have to point out politics at all. You know what I mean? So these people aren't pro-China. They're political, right? They're being political, and they're shilling. They're literally just shilling for the views, for the money. China virus is AKA Wu flu. Yes, that's true. Chinaville thought Guela 60 would be a special guest on today's. No, that will not. That is not going to happen. There is no way. That Duelo 60 would ever do a video with me. Actually, I will tell you guys the truth. The Let's Talk China thing, that stupid show that they used to do, their live stream. Actually, Guelo used to pick who could be on that show, and I practically begged them. I'm like, "Let me on your show. I don't care about the views, the viewers. You don't have to give me any money. You can cover up my face. You don't have to put my channel on there. I just want to debate you and call you out on your BS." And they wouldn't do it. They would not do it. Their excuse was that, "Oh, he makes hit pieces. Meanwhile, Sexpat 60 had his California Clowns video, and he would call me Shrek in his videos. So he would dish it out, but he couldn't take it. And then as soon as he had an opportunity to debate something actually live and direct, he shilled out. He's scared. He got scared. So now he will never be on a stream with me. He knows better. Hainan, China's hillbilly Riviera. Yeah, that's kind of true, right? No comment. Greetings from China, by the way up north, Chinaville. Yeah, Chinaville. That's cool. I really like up northern China. I've been to Dalian and Harbin. I guess that's northern enough, hopefully, for you. Yeah, it's nice up there. It really is. Do you plan on returning to China in the future? Says David Alexander. No, I don't want to go to jail. My channel is really small, but I've probably said some stuff on this channel that is not going to get me back in the door very easily. I would go to Taiwan for sure, make some videos in Taiwan. And it is definitely a plan that I'm going to be doing some filming in Taiwan. So just waiting on the COVID to end. And, if there's a regime change, if things change in China, sure, I would return to China. My issue is not with China or Chinese people. My issue is, of course, with government. Let's see. It's really pathetic, shilling for CCP and lying to viewers on the internet. That is true, Inspector Ken. Buggy-eyed Barrett. I don't know how I don't know what was up with that video that he made, but he looked like he was being held hostage. Like he looked like he was tied to a chair and was being held hostage. And I was kind of like, why is he doing that? Sexpat 60. Yeah, I mean, we say that as a joke and we call him Sexpat 60, but it's kind of true, right? Like he's kind of like the stereotypical sexpat guy. Like he came to China just for a woman. He doesn't, he doesn't speak any Chinese. All he does is get drunk and ride a scooter. Like, you go to Thailand and you see those guys and you're like, holy shit, like these guys are pathetic, right? And he just does it in China, which is kind of stupid, because if that's your thing, let's be honest, you could do it better in a lot of other countries. But yeah, no, I guess there's nothing else I could say about that. I could become a shilling, get big time benefits. I know that they're waiting for if I choose the dark path, but I've never considered these empty shills made the opposite decision. That's true, right? Like that's the other thing, is it's so easy. You could easily just start shilling and you would get some attention, right? As an example, Daniel Dumduck or Dumbill, Dumb Shill, whatever you want to call him. He goes and he goes on Reddit and he posts on the Sino Reddit, and they're all like, "Oh God, oh Daniel Dumbill, you're so amazing," and they just share his video. And all he literally does is walk around and he's filming like this. He's like, like there's no production. There's nothing. There's no production. He never pulls out other lenses and screws them on. It doesn't do any of the zoomy bullshit. He doesn't do any of that stuff. He just and he gets views because he has that push of Chinese nationalists, Asian nationalists, that they're kind of like those reverse racist people. They think that they're fighting racism, but really they're the racist ones. And he gets so much attention because of that. Whereas if I go and post in the China Reddit, they're like, "Ah, screw you, fat guy." They know that it's me posting it. And they try to be more honest about things. They don't want people posting their own videos and essentially pushing, using it just for advertising purposes. But in that Sino, they don't they don't care. They're like, you can self-advertise as long as you're shilling for our Reddit. So yeah. Those guys have about as much integrity as the pile I left in the toilet this morning. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess at least you're having healthy bowel movements. I mean, that's at least you're not constipated, I suppose. 100% on food poisoning. Happened twice to me when I was there. Yes, food poisoning is very, very real. I have had, I'll tell you this, I have had one friend die. He got food poisoning so bad that he literally died. He didn't die because like he ate the bad food, but the complications of the bad food that he ate caused like his kidneys to shut down and things, and he literally died. You know, and there was another guy that also died. He was a heavy drinker, and I don't know if you could say that necessarily that's because of food poisoning, but heavy drinker. But the first guy for sure had food poisoning, and he was an American, and the American embassy actually investigated, and the Chinese police in my city investigated and found out where the food actually came from, and they paid the family some some renminbis to not complain, to keep quiet, and he died of some food poisoning that basically caused his like kidneys to shut down. So it's very real, right? Like it happens a lot, actually. What's funny about those people who support the CCP is that when COVID first broke out, they all left China. Now that they're back, it's all sunshine. Yeah, I know, right? Like everybody was like, "Oh my God, get me out of this place! It's horrible." Even like Sexpat 60, like he was like packing all his shit. He was like, "We gotta get the hell out of here! Like we gotta go." And you're like, "What is he doing?" And then he like got stuck, like he couldn't leave the country. And then he like dragged his wife over the border, he's like, come on, honey. And, he like clawed his way out of China, and he got to Thailand, and then he talked about how wonderful it was, which I thought was really funny. I was like, how do you go to Thailand? And he's like, whoa, this place is so cool. Thailand is great. The buildings and the people and the girls. Whoa. And then he was like, oh, I got to stop. I'm a shill. I can't say too many good things about Thailand. And, for any Westerner that's like been to Thailand, like it's like Thailand is like so much more open and accepting to foreigners and things than China is. And it's just so much laid back and easier to live in. So even like Sexpat 60 had realized that like he was in the land of free, and he probably wishes he could go back in time, but you can't, you can't. Jayo fled China quick time. Yeah, actually he did. His rich wife paid for them to leave the country right away, and they actually flew back to Chicago. They were in Chicago basically around the same time. I think I had been back in Chicago not long when they came back. And yeah, they were like, we got to get the hell out of here. Same thing, right? We got to go. And they bought some like apartment for like a month or two or something like that, right? And they hid in their Chicago apartment, and then they ran back to China, just so pathetic. Like the true colors show during tragedy, right? Let's see. These idiots have no idea they are standing on the wrong side of history. Yeah, no, like a lot of them don't. Like they're really that stupid. They really are. Even an idiot 70 years ago that shed for gulags in Germany's crimes against humanity doing the reason, right? That's the thing, right? That's the thing is like they're repeating the history that's like so obvious. Like the things they're trying to did now are like the same things the Nazis did. Like it's just so embarrassing. Like how do you fall for that crap? You know what I mean? How do you fall for that? Like it's I don't know. I don't know what to say, Look, a blue sky. Wow, living in China. Yeah, that's true, actually. Like, that's true. Yeah. Pollution in certain cities in China is horrendously bad. And yeah. Vishnu Knott says, Nathan B. Word. You said that, not me. In the UK, where they don't have buses, let's see, Minnesota. Been to Minnesota. Very cold. Very cold. Isn't Shilling bad in general? Yes, it is, ABC Market. It definitely is bad in general. Plus, it's just stupid. But it's even worse when you shill for like the Chinese government. Like, come on now. Justin Trudeau, Canada. Justin Trudeau. So weak. He's so weak. Remember when Guelo 60 threatened to beat up Prozzy? That is true. Yes, Guelo 60. He thinks he's a tough guy or something. Maybe I can show you guys. I remember one time when I made a video about him. He let me see if I can pull this out. Sorry. He sent me a message on Facebook. Let's see. He sent a message. And he was like, earned a visit. Like he was look. Oh, he blocked me. But you can see here. I'll show you guys. Like maybe I'm trying. So Facebook user. Look. You can even see the picture a little. Earned a visit. Prime in China. He's trying to like imply that he's gonna like come here and kick my ass. I'm like, yeah, okay, dude. Like, I would break your hip. Who are you kidding? Like, you would be left in a nursing home forever. Like, what is this dude thinking? I don't know. Let's see. What I find is strange is that foreigners have no problem getting women in China, even if they are butt ugly. Yet all these YouTubers have shacked up with the ugly of. That's true. Like, a lot of foreigners, they go with the ugly of the ugly. I will be honest. Like a lot of the really good-looking, beautiful Chinese girls are just not worth it, man. Like, that's the unfortunate part. Like, maybe they're good for a little bang bang, little boom boom, but they're not marriage material a lot of times. They're just not. And that's I'm sure there's the random unicorn here and there where she's good looking and marriage material, but most of them are just they're just not. Let's see. Trump announces Taiwan as real China. Yes, that would be hilarious. Let's see. Trying to scroll down here. I got to finish. I got to go to the casino pretty soon, guys. Got to go to the casino. Play a little blackjack, Let's see. I backpacked all over Asia for 2 years. I got food poisoning once very badly. Guess where? Beijing. Beijing was my worst experience in China. I absolutely hated Beijing. Sorry, Beijing just didn't do it for me. They had a large expat scene there, a lot of restaurants and things, and it sounds strange, but I never went to China to hang out with white people. Maybe that's just the strange thing, but I hung out with some other people that made YouTube videos, like a couple other people, but I never went to China to hang out with white people. So yeah. How many views that would get proxy here? No. Yeah, right. Let's be honest. Like, Prozzy would destroy Guelo 60. And I don't even super like Prozzy. I always thought Prozzy was kind of just meh. Did you get banned from Sino? Yes, like first day, first post, banned, blocked, gone. They, yeah. House always wins. Save your money. Yeah, that's true. I will tell you, that's true. I've been to the casino a lot, and I take money that I have no intention of keeping. It's just for funsies. It's not to win money. I'm not addicted to it or anything like that. Actually, I haven't been in, my gosh, at least 6 months. I used to go like once a year on Christmas. I've been to Vegas 4 or 5 times. That being said, if you can count cards and high-low system and you play blackjack, especially like double deck, you can actually win. The issue is that if you do, casinos are very aware of it, of course. I have a family member that works at a casino, at this casino that I go to, actually. and they work security. So yeah, so I know that they won't let you play to allow you to win anyways. That being said, it's just for fun, just for fun. Did you watch new movies? New move shit. Yeah, I seen his video of him walking around Xinjiang, and he's like talking about, dude, there's no camps here, there's no like exploitation of Muslims here. But he's like walking around the most populated area in the city that he's in. He's like it's like prisons in China. Have you seen a prison in China? Of course not, because they don't put them right next to the mall. Okay, it's just the most like ignorant shit I've ever seen. It would be like me like walking around Chicago and going to like Navy Pier, which is like the most touristy area in Chicago, and be like, look how safe it is, guys. There's no shootings here. When like you go down to like southern Chicago, the southern part of Chicago, and like you basically get shot at and shot around, like just walking around, it's just completely dishonest, and it's very easy to do, and any moron could do it, right? I think Dream Lucid, or however you spell it, could beat anyone, anywhere, anytime. Yeah, actually, I've talked to him a few times. He's a really cool dude. I really like his channel. His content is different. It's cinematic. It's storytelling. It's really good. I wish I could do what he does. Perhaps I will try in the future to do some stuff like his. He's a great content creator, though. Shill Wednesday coming this week. Why am I not going in order? Yeah, Mr. Chinaville. The next Shill Wednesday is, of course, about China Teacher Brand, where he rages and gets mad about Donald Trump. And you can go on over to Patreon and you can watch it early for $5 a month, and or you can just wait until Wednesday and watch it for free. I mean, that's fine too. I don't care. Yeah, he just gets so mad and attacks America and Trump, and it's really hard that when you shill for China to somehow fight against Trump and America and act like America's the bad guy, and Dr. Pepper, but either way, yeah, China Teacher Brand, China Teacher Bland. That's what we're calling him, Bland, because he's just so boring. And I met him in real life. I didn't want to make a video about him. I tried to be peaceful. I tried to be respectful. I tried to be kind and courteous. And pretty much all he did for 2 hours was bitch and complain about he hated Serpent ZA. And I'm just like, dude, I don't care. I just want to film. And he just kept attacking America and things like that, and pushing propaganda. So I'm like, fuck it. Like he's F it, bad words, F it. He's going on the shit list, right? And so I put him on the shit list, and now he's open for videos. So and then the week, I don't know, maybe Sunday I will live stream again. Or perhaps I'll put out a video I have about Barrett. I have a comic book style video that I'm doing about Barrett. Barrett. I've showed a few people about it. Maybe I can. Maybe I can show. I don't know. Maybe you guys, you'll just have to wait, I guess. You'll have to wait. But we're doing a Marvel-style video for Barrett to be done maybe Sunday, maybe not, right? And China Teacher Brand is awful low taste. I agree. It's just, there's nothing more that can be said. You ruined Zach P. and China Teacher Brand's relationship. That's funny, actually. I didn't. That wasn't intentional. That was just some childish bullshit that a lot of the shills like to play. They want to play this game like, oh, you can't be friends with him. And they've done that not just to Zach P, but some other YouTubers. And listen, I don't care who you're friends with. If you want to be friends with Guelo, you want to be friends with, my grandma, Oh, my grandma's not alive, but if you want to be friends with anybody, like, I don't care. You'd be friends with whoever you want to be friends with. You can be friends with Xi Jinping, and I would still talk to you. Okay. I might think you're retarded, but I would still talk to you. I wouldn't try to choose who your friends are because I'm not in the third grade anymore. Those days are over. Childhood schoolboy games are over. So yeah. His pram is only big enough for himself. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god, China teacher brand. The first video I saw of him was trying to describe China as freedom of safety. Like, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. That was that video where he tries to talk about Black Lives Matter and things in America. Yeah. Like you can't chill for the Chinese government and then act like people in America are so afraid of the police, when it's like the whole country of China, Chinese people are afraid of their government. They're afraid to say that Xi Jinping sucks balls. You know what I mean? Like, they would be afraid to say that in public. And he's somehow going to talk about, the issues we have with Black Lives Matters and police. And, it's like it's just retarded. Like, it's like if you could be blind and deaf and retarded at the same time, like, there you go. That's pretty much what you have. That's crap Indian accent, says Zach P. You have a crap English accent, and you're from England, dude. So I don't even want to hear it. MB, why don't they ever mention the auto accident death rate, food poisoning rate, baby formula deaths, and even stuff like cancer survival rates, aside from a few major cities? Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, crime in America is not bad, and I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say some shit that could anger people, but if you take out black on black crime, love black people can cook, love the food, but that's all I'm gonna say. Friday we do a live together, Corey, and I will show you what a real Indian accent is like. That's what Zach P says. Perhaps, bro, perhaps. What are some strategies of calling attention to things going on in China without getting an invite to the police station for tea? Where's the line you should or should not respect? I really pushed the boundary a lot of times, and I'm going to get off here pretty soon. I know I said, but I really pushed the boundary a lot of times in China when about certain topics. And like I said, you'll know when you start getting that heat that I had two Dolce and Gabbana videos. I put a Dolce and Gabbana video out at the same time as Nathan Rich, and it got so much heat that I took it down because it could have been dangerous for me. So I actually I took it down. So because I didn't want to end up in the re-education camp next to the people in Xinjiang going, Xi Jinping is awesome, he's great, I love you. I didn't want to do that, so I took the video down. I am. Will Winston and Matt make a video exposing the shills, do you think seems fair after they publicly called them out? They didn't call them out. I will say this. I talked to Winston Serpentare quite a bit. Awesome guy. He's a really good guy, and he's very smart. Okay, he's very intelligent, and he's not going to call them out. And the reason that he's not going to call them out is because Serpentare has a very strong audience. He has a really good audience, and he's not going to give it to them, right? Because his audience is real people that comment, that generate good ad revenue and things like that. And a lot of these shills just have these people that are on VPNs within China. A lot of them are bots. A lot of them are Wumaos. It's just a really weak audience. And I mean this 1,000 times. You guys that comment on my channel, the people that donate, the people that watch, the people that watch my live streams, like, you guys are freaking awesome. Seriously. Like, you guys work so hard and put just as much into my channel as I do, right? And that's how it is for Serpent Today. But he has like, what is it, 600,000 subs plus or something like that, right? So we have good audiences. My audience is small. His audience is large, but we have strong audiences. You look at people like Guelo60, he gets like 1/3 of his views per sub, right? All his subs, his videos only pull like 1/3 the views, right? And he doesn't get a good audience, a good comment section, and they will never give that attention to them, right? They're just not worth it. Thoughts on Dumbrill's Tibet tour with CGTN? Yeah, I wonder why he's in Tibet, even though Tibet has like major issues with yeah. I mean, you already know why he's there, right? Wow, probably a wise move to take the video down. Whaley60 comment section is cut and paste central. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. They're like, oh, Guido, you're so awesome. You're so beautiful. You're so handsome. Like, I don't care. I'm just a bot on your channel. Hi, nice to meet you. You can call me Jerry Leo. You show true China. So even Dan talks as bad as Nathan. Even Dan talks as bad as Nathan. They are match-made couple. I agree. I want to thank, let me go back up here. Dr. Death, good luck at the casino, $5. I'm going to probably play craps tonight. So I'm gonna add $1 and put it on 6, and we'll see if we can grow that $5 you gave me. I appreciate it so much, Dr. Death. Dr. Death, for people that don't know, is like he's a patron, and he supports the channel with real money, which is like insanity. Again, why people give me real money, I don't know. But either way, shilling. Don't shill, guys. Stop shilling. It's not a good thing. You're supporting corruption. You're supporting the bad things. I'm going to get off here, guys. Head on over to my Twitter account, if you can find me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. And if you're interested in the next Shill Wednesday video and you want to see it early, head on over to Patreon for $5, less than the cost of a coffee, a Starbucks per month. You can see some early releases. And yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching and commenting and all that stuff. Thank you, everyone, and have a good day.